Okay, last week we had the Bluetti 180. Would not run the pellet stove. This time we're going to run a pellet grill. Going to see if it's going to run a pellet grill. I got to go get some more pellets here in a little bit. So we'll turn this thing on. Got the AC on. Always raise your lid up when you're starting. So far so good. Run about 277 watts. Same thing it did on the pellet stove. When it starts that igniter and stuff. See, my pellet stove didn't even have an igniter on it. You had to self-light it. This one also has an igniter on it. Pellet stove, pellet grills are very similar. Fans and augers. I got it on high. I think I'm gonna turn it down. Got it 250. I think I'm gonna leave it on 225. Let this thing warm up a little bit. Now I'm not going to leave this thing sitting over here while I'm cooking all day. I'll set over here on this barrel. Gotta get this thing warmed up. We're going to do a tri-tip. Going to do some chicken legs and chicken thighs. Get that whole top rack filled up and most of the bottom rack. Start to smoke. That means the igniter kicked off. That's looking good. Yeah, well, if you're out in the middle of nowhere, you want to smoke some meat. Yeah, it's looking good. Okay, I looked up your pellets between your pellet stove, your pellet grill. They are not the same. And I looked into it and made sure. But your pellets that goes into the pellet stove, some of them may have maybe made with the now, as I was saying a while ago, some of your pellets might be made out of plywood and stuff. Plywood's got glues and stuff in it. That's in your. It goes to the pellet stove. Your pellet grill's got to have food grade pellets that don't have the glues and bonders in it. So I think the Bluetti will run this pellet stove. Looks like it's looks like it'll run at 3.5 hours. 3.2 hours. 3.1 hours. So that's good to know. I am going to stick me a thermometer on this thing, about right there. A smoke thermometer. It says smoke and then barbecue. You can find them on eBay. Drill me a hole in that so I kind of see what temperature is running. So I'm going to go let this thing warm up for a while. And get everything loaded up. I can either plug this Bluetti in right straight into power, let it continue to run, or I may have to switch it over to an extension cord. Kind of chilly out here today, but we're gonna get that thing cooked up today. It's Sunday morning, gonna let her cook all day. Got my tri-tip all trimmed up, ready to go. Got it seasoning, marinating. So I'm gonna go get the meat. I think I'm gonna put aluminum foil down on this. Okay, we'll be right back. We gotta get this grill all loaded up. I move this Bluetti over here on the barrel. Now it's done switched over to 19 hours. That's what I'm talking about. Done went into, well, probably about 7 hours all we're gonna need. So I might just go ahead and let it run on that all day. I'll just have to keep checking on it. Okay, we're still showing 19 hours. It's only putting out 26, 27 watts. So we're going to run this all day, run it on the Bluetti. We got it at about 210. I'm not sure how accurate that is. Got the probe in. Got the grill loaded. There's the tri-tip. Got all the chicken up here. So we gotta let this run for a while. Gotta close that up. Leave that thing shut for a few hours. So I think it's gonna do real good. So we'll let this run for a few hours. We'll check back in on it here in probably at least let it run at least 3 hours. Check on it about 3:30 or so. Okay, it's been about 3 hours. Got everything flipped over. Things looking really good. See what got plenty of pellets here. We got the probe temperature is 159. Bluetti over here is doing good. Got 61%. Running, so got 14 hours. 15 hours. It's been running now 3 hours. We're gonna go at least 3 more hours. So it's looking good. So come check on it again later. Okay, we're down to 41%. And the stove went into air 2. So I don't know what happened here. I think everything got done good, but it's probably been shut down for 30-45 minutes. I try to check it every hour. It's getting dark out here, so I have to look up air 2 and see what that is. I need to get that wrapped up in aluminum foil, let her sit for a little while. Okay, there's it's all done, all cut up and ready to go. That's your smoked tri-tip. Turned out very good. Chicken turned out good. Next time I put a little bit more smoke on it, but it really tastes good though. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm just gonna make some good sandwiches.